What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're breaking down my UFC 325 main card predictions, fight by fight. This card is stacked with elite talent, dangerous fighters, and some really interesting stylistic matchups. I'll explain who I'm picking, why I'm picking them, and how I see each fight playing out. Okay, let's get right into it. First fight on the card, this fight should be a banger, but I'm picking Kill and Salkill to win this fight. The main reason is for his control and his consistency. His opponent relies heavy on bursts of offense and moments, rather than sustained pressure. Salkill, on the other hand, is much more composed. He doesn't overextend his shots, he picks his shots, and he's good at slowing fights down when he needs to. Another key factor here, for me at least, is the pace. Kill and Salkill has shown that he can maintain a steady output over 3 rounds, while his opponent tends to fade when forced into the longer exchanges. If Salkill can survive the early danger and avoid getting caught chasing a finish, I think he starts pulling away in rounds 2 or 3. So I'm picking Salkill either by a decision or a late stoppage once the fatigue sets on the other side. Next fight, we got some 2 fat chuds. I mean, you could tell these guys been eating all the goy slop, but seriously, I got Teixeira for this one. And it's a stylistic matchup that favors him heavily, I feel. His opponent is dangerous on the feet. Tai Tuivasa, you know, he got the power, he knocked down Cyril Gane. He won that 5-fight win streak. But he tends to struggle when the fight gets physical and messy. That's exactly where I think Towson is going to thrive. His clinch work, his takedown timing, and top pressure are still elite, even at this stage of his career. The big reason why I'm picking him over his opponent is his grappling superiority. If this fight hits a mat, Teixeira is levels ahead in terms of control, submission threats, and positional awareness. His opponent has shown holes in takedown defense, and once Teixeira gets on top, it's incredibly hard to get back up. I see him dragging the fight into deep waters, wearing his opponent down and either finishing with a good submission or winning a clear decision based on control time. Although, I don't know, I have a feeling that this might be the fight that Tai Tuivasa breaks his 5-fight losing streak, and if he doesn't win this, he's probably going to get cut, so this is like a make or break for him. Alright, this fight, I think it's going to be fight of the night. I'm so excited for this fight. And I've been seeing everyone picking Rufi against Fiziev, even though I don't see it this way. I think Fiziev will definitely win, and I'm very excited for this fight. Although I know Rufi is training with Volk, which is going to help his grappling a lot. I believe Fiziev can win this fight by fighting close range, getting to that pocket, throwing elbows and knees, using his nice Muay Thai, and maybe putting in some takedowns there too, because he did that against Gaethje, which was successful, and people even said he won both fights. Fiziev doesn't waste energy throwing wild punches. He's efficient, accurate, and very good at punishing mistakes that his opponent makes. If his opponent gets reckless and overcommits, I think Fiziev has the speed and timing to make him pay. As long as Rafael Fiziev manages his cardio and doesn't let Rufi get the reach and the space that he needs to throw like one of his spinning wheel kicks or any of his crazy shots, I think Fiziev can outstrike him, and I think he could even get a late TKO, but we'll see. But I do have Fiziev for decision, either a 29-28 or a 30-27, and that 29-28 would be Rufi maybe landing something big in one of the rounds, maybe dropping Fiziev even, but I don't know, we'll see. Time for the co-main event, Benoit Saint Denis versus Dan Hooker, and I'm going to take Benoit Saint Denis to win this fight. And the reason is simple: his pressure, his toughness, and his pace. BSD's opponent Dan Hooker is very skilled. Dan Hooker is very skilled, but he tends to fight the best when he's able to dictate the range and his tempo. Benoit Saint Denis does not allow that. He constantly moves forward with his block head. He forces the exchanges and turns fights into wars. But also Dan Hooker also likes wars, so I think I think there's a good chance that Dan Hooker can maybe get a TKO here, but we'll see. What separates Benoit Saint Denis here is his willingness to suffer. He's comfortable while being uncomfortable. He'll take one to throw two. Once Benoit Saint Denis gets his hands on you, he's relentless with the pressure, with the elbows, the knees. He loves those body kicks as well. But whether it's in the clinch or on the ground, or even during scrambles, I think his pressure will eventually break Dan Hooker, leading to some sort of ground and pound, TKO finish, or maybe a dominant decision, or maybe a submission. But overall, I'm going to go with Benoit Saint Denis by decision. Okay, time for Volk versus Diego to rematch. And man, I'm low-key scared for Volk in this one. Even though it was a clear victory in my opinion, 4-1, maybe 3-2. I feel like Diego Lopez is going to be more aggressive in this next fight. I don't think he's going to let Volk set the pace as much. And I think both of them are going to come in with separate game plans from their first fight. Volk more of the same, but a bit better in some areas, like using his kicks a bit more, maybe jabbing more. But the jab did help him win the first fight by a pretty good amount. And Volk shouldn't go in. I'm seeing these clips where Volk is saying, I'm gonna bulldoze him, I'm gonna go for a finish. And last time he said that, it was the Islam rematch on 2 weeks, and he got KO'd in the first round. And he said, oh, I'm gonna be more dangerous. But I don't know. But to be fair in that was like 2 weeks fat Volk, so we don't know. But in this fight, I feel like Diego Lopez is going to be more motivated than Volk, because Volk, he's going to guy with he already beat. He fought almost a perfect fight besides getting dropped, and he got a cut over his eye, which could have led to the other 2 rounds, or the last 2 rounds, not being as dominant as you would want. So maybe Volk plays this fight more boring. Maybe he smudges him. You never know. Like, he smudged Otto, I'm pretty sure. And he really should avoid the power shots. I know he has a chin, or like his chin got proved that it's not completely gone. He took a lot of big shots. He only got dropped once, and he got right back up. I think people talk about that too much, like Diego is gonna sweep him out cold. If Diego were to win this fight, I'd pick him by TKO, not KO. I don't think he has the technique yet to fully knock out Volk cold. I really hope that doesn't age badly. If that ages badly, I'm gonna cry. But I also think Volk can make this super boring by, like I said earlier, just taking him down, because he took him down in that first round pretty quickly. But Volk I think he has some of the best ground and pound in MMA. So Volk might try to go for that TKO. He said he doesn't want to get damaged as much. So, yeah. This fight is going to be very exciting. I can't wait. Diego Lopez coming off that Gene Silva KO, where in my opinion, I don't think he looked that much different. I know he got the KO obviously with that clean spinning elbow, but Volk isn't going to charge at him like Gene Silva did. Volk's only getting older. Diego's getting, I assume he's getting better. He should be getting better because he's just young, but probably not too much better because it's only been a 10-month difference. And we'll see. I feel like whoever plays by their game plan better is going to win. And I think Diego needs to, I don't think he should take Volk down. I mean, maybe he could take him down and hit him while he's on the ground, because he did that to Gene Silva. But that was after Gene Silva threw that kick like way too early in the fight. That spinning, I think it was like a spinning wheel kick or something. Or, yeah. Which led to the opening where he took him down, then like elbowed him a lot, got a lot of cuts all over his face, and Volk doesn't throw stuff like that. He's very clean with his striking. And I think the reason why Volk won the first fight so clearly is his footwork. I think Volk has much better footwork than Diego. But that is always something you can improve in camp, but I don't know if 10 months will be enough. And Volk, for this fight, he doesn't look as ripped, I'd say. But I think that's because Volk, for his last fight, he said something like he'd been like a 6-month camp or 10-month camp or something crazy like that, so it makes sense. I think Volk is taking him seriously. I think Volk could definitely has more ways to win. I don't think Diego would beat Volk by decision. So I think if you pick Diego, I think you had to go for some sort of TKO or a KO. I don't think he would be able to get a submission. Maybe an armbar, but yeah. So, but I think I'm gonna go with Volk. You know, I've been going back and forth with this one. When it first announced, I was like, okay, Volk got this. Then a couple weeks go by, I was thinking, maybe Diego. He's looking good. He's only getting better. But I think Volk has elite game plan making, and I think he could get it done. So for this, I'll choose Volk by decision. I think it'll be a little more. I think it actually could be more clear this time. I think Volk could get a 50-45. So yeah, I'll choose Volk by 50-45 decision. I feel like he's gonna make it boring, but I think that's the way he should do it. I think he should avoid the big exchanges because Diego obviously has the power advantage, and at least he might have the speed advantage. And yeah, so I got Volk by either 50-45 or 49-46. I think Diego could have another big moment, like at the end of round 2 when he dropped him. So yeah, those are all my predictions for this card. I'm excited. I can't wait. Man, UFC is back, 2 pay-per-views or numbered events back to back. We're blessed, and we get a freaking Apex card next week, which is great. So yeah, those are all my picks. Thanks for watching. If you got this far, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.